John Powell, GlobalTV. His time in the Big Brother house was a true roller coaster ride with many ups and many downs. A classic case of playing too hard, too fast. Andrew Miller was also hindered by one of his own allies in the house, Ryan. So, Ryan nominated Andrew partly because of the house politics but also because he needed a pawn in his plan to target Olivia. A plan that went horribly wrong for Andrew. Despite how things went down, Andrew doesn't bear any ill will towards his friend Ryan. Ryan is a fan as well, and sometimes we as superfans have too much time to think in the house, and in the house you have a lot of time. The obvious move is to keep your allies safe, and that is what Ryan didn't do. He took too many meetings, he listened to too many people. Like I said though, he is my boy. I cannot be mad at a guy who looks me in the face and we laugh at the same jokes, we have beards and bellies. We are buds. At the end of the day, I know it is just a game and I cannot be mad at a guy like that. He is a sweet guy but he made a stupid, boneheaded, dim-witted, moronic game move, said Andrew, who is still trying to sort out why his fellow house guests voted him out over a threat like Hamza. John Powell, where do you think you went wrong in the game? Andrew Miller, that's a good question. I don't know where things went wrong for me. I feel like I came to play Big Brother and a lot of people that were in the house weren't really playing the game. They were just kinda chillin', hanging out and trying to get dates booked for Friday night, whereas the rest of us were strategizing and playing the game. I understand that I might have come on a bit strong for some people, but man, I don't know what the other people were doing. I wanted to make moves. John Powell, you weren't voted out without a fight, but why do you think they kept Hamza over you? Andrew Miller, if you think about it, it was dumb gameplay. You have the opportunity to vote out a physical threat, a guy who is obviously going to take a direct shot at the other side of the house, and I was trying to offer deals, I was trying to make rational decisions. I don't know what I did to rub so many people the wrong way. Maybe it is ageism. Maybe it is the fact that when I look people in the eye and shake their hands, it actually means something. These young men and women don't have much life experience. They are used to blocking people on social media, but if you are an og like me, you were raised differently. We don't block people, we have conversations. We address things. For example, Ryan and I had a lot of intense conversations. We disagreed on things, but it would never be we are not friends. John Powell, if Hamza was voted out instead of you, who would you have partnered with and who would you have targeted? Andrew Miller, Hamza and I had the same sort of circle. I would hand with Ryan. I would talk to Big Willie. I would hang out with Perry and Maddie. I would also be bringing in Veronica and Marin. It is white room against red room right now. Hopefully there are some people in the white room who are honest and loyal, but it is a dirty game. I would have definitely aligned myself with Ryan, Marin, Veronica, Maddie and Paris. John Powell, your relationship with Erica had its ups and its downs. How do you feel about her and the entire situation? Andrew Miller, when I first met Erica I embraced her. We have so much in common. We have our love for basketball, love for hip-hop, love for Toronto, and we are both Scorpios. We live and work in close proximity to each other. It was a natural and easy connection. She asked me about my family, bro. She asked about my mother and my wife. For her to really betray that and take a shot directly at me, I don't know, but where I come from we don't let that kind of stuff slide. It is really hard for me as a mature, adult man to separate the game from reality because I play the game so real. That was my game, to be real and honest, but time heals all wounds. There ain't no love lost. I love her. She is a beautiful woman. Just let me be salty for a little bit. John Powell, you mentioned many times how certain people were being fake in the house. Who were you referring to? Andrew Miller, I was very disappointed in Johnny. I felt that we had a really cool connection, but once the house turned on me, he left me high and dry. Erica can definitely be phony baloney, a big-time phony. John Powell, you have mentioned it a few times, but please tell us about the non-profit you work for and the work that the organization does. Andrew Miller, my brother and I started a charity, a non-for-profit called the One Wear Foundation. My brother is a social worker, so we do programming on body image, self-esteem, resume building. We have a major event happening during the last week of July. That is our back-to-school supply drive and car show. We try to do things, get backpacks for the kids. We also have fun activities. My mom is on the grill doing jerk chicken. It is a real family and community event. For any information you can find us at onemorewear.com or on Facebook. You can see where your suits and clothes are going. You can see the kids that are benefiting from your donations. I am a Scarborough guy and these kids need mentorship and support. John Powell. Speaking of mentorship, what was really special about your time in the house was your moments and bond with Marin. As a viewer, you could tell he was taking your experience and your advice to heart. Tell us a bit about your relationship. Andrew Miller. When he first came into the house, obviously we have an instant connection, because we are two brothers. He comes from a different part of the nation. I was very curious to find out his stories, experience and some of the things he dealt with out in Edmonton. I believe that mentorship is very important. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have people who supported me and offered me advice. Big Brother Canada airs Wednesdays at 7 p.m. PT, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, PT, and Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, PT on Global. Viewers who miss an episode can catch up on Big Brother Canada following the broadcast the next day on demand, and on GlobalTV.com and Global Go, now available on Apple TV.